One of the very helpful tools in Google is Google Forms. I like to use this when I have a quick question, a peer review assessment or something. If I want to send that in an email to all of my students and get a quick response, I like to use this because I can also embed it on my WordPress. It's very important to add a title to our form. I always like to ask students to add their name. I also like to make that a required question, meaning that if students don't answer that, they won't be able to complete or submit the survey. I can add a second question. The different kind of questions that we can add here are short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, checkboxes, which the difference of them, for multiple choice, they can select only one answer. For checkboxes, they can add more than one answer. We can have drop down so that they can select between several different kind of answers. We can also have a file upload. So if I have students, if I need to require that students upload a PowerPoint presentation or any kind of file that I need them to upload as I'm doing this, I can add that. And it's very nice because it does let me specify what kind of file types I'm going to accept. So I can ask only PDF, image, or document. I can say how many files students are able to upload, the maximum file. So it will, if I make it a required question, students will be able to upload up to five files, but they are not required to do all the five. So if one student do one file, they can still submit their result or submit their answers. It's very important to be cautious of the number of how big the file is going to be. I'm going to just go with that 10 megabyte because I don't want my Google Drive to explode if I have so many students uploading files. I just find this very helpful when I have something like a reflection assignment or something that I want to gather all of the answers in the Google Drive. And one other option that we have here is YouTube video. I'm just going to create a new section because I want to have that part in a different section of this questionnaire. So I just go to this add section. I can add a video. I can either search for the video here, or if I have a URL to the YouTube video, I find a video that I like to embed, go to share. I can just actually copy just the link to that video and go back to my form and paste it here. Sometimes I can just do this by searching for the video and I can find that video and select it. So either way that is easier for you, go by that. I can center the video just for visual appearance of it. I think it just makes it nicer. I can add a description of what this TED Talk is talking about, or whatever that video is about, and then I can add additional questions. I'm going to make that a paragraph response and make it a required to. So this is just an example. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit send and shorten that URL and copy it. So this is how I can send this to my student. Some of the good additional tips: if I want my students to only be able to fill this once, I do the collect email, and I can also go to this portion where under the setting, again I clicked on that gear. Under the setting general, I just do the collect all the emails, respond recipient. If you want the students to receive a response, I'm going to limit the response to 1. You can choose if you want to add edit after submit or see summary of charts after submission. I'm going to keep that maximum size of all files upload to 1 gigabyte and save that. So when you go to send, you can either copy the link or you can embed it. We cannot embed the forms that have a video, but usually you can embed any other form that you have. Now, you cannot get the embedding link here, but there are ways to embed it on my Wartburg yet. So I'm just going to copy that link, go to my Wartburg. I'm going to put that form somewhere here. So I'm just going to add an option to my page under week 14. Just going to add a new feature using free from content, because that's the one that let me embed something. Going to use the name for that form or assess activity that I've told my students that they will be required to do. Go back to week 14, and I can do show external remote content and insert that link here. And it usually shows the video, the embedded link. There might be something wrong right now, but what the easier other way to do that is to copy the link, going back to my Wartburg, go to edit content. Let's just try create content. I can try embedding from here and see if that's going to work. Oh, not really. Just going to say, here is a link to the form that you need to fill to complete the peer assessment. Going to save that, and my students will be able to click on that link and fill the form. This is what it looks like to the student. So they will have to, as you see, the ones that have star, they will have to write an answer to that. So I'm going to do the file. Upload. I forgot to complete that question. So it's always good to look at what the student view look like. And then because these are all having star, if I hit submit, you see that it doesn't let me submit it. So it's good if you have a question that you would like the students to answer to require it. I can choose if I want to have a copy of response as a student. So that was something that we did give that option when we were creating the form. And if I hit submit as a student, go back to the form, I'm able as a faculty to see their submission. The nice thing about this is I can see the summary of submissions, so I will see how many students selected a specific option or response. In the multiple choice or checkbox questions, I can view the folder or the files that they have uploaded. I can check the responses to specific questions that I have. I can also see individual responses. So I will see because I required the email address, I will see their email and their name and the responses that specific student have gave to my form. So I hope you find this helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.